Welcome back. Valley Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz has stressed for people to follow social distancing guidelines since they were established. Tonight, we ask him his thoughts on reopening more of the economy and what the Coachella Valley may look like for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Congressman Ruiz, thank you for joining us.
It's good to be here.
I'd like to start by asking you about when things should begin to reopen here. Earlier, I spoke with the mayor of Palm Desert, who says most people can and should go back to work, and that the longer we wait, the more businesses and jobs will be lost. Do you agree with her?
No, I don't agree with her. I believe that science should dictate when we start to open up, and we should also make sure that we have all the protection measures in place before we do, because if we open up too early, then we run the risk of another flare-up, which would only delay our economic return, and that will only hurt us more economically. So the criteria that we need to ensure is, one, that our hospitals have everything in place so that they can handle a flare-up. Two is that we have ample testing in order to rapidly identify new cases. Three is to be able to isolate them and do contact tracing and quarantine individuals who are at high risk.
Golf courses could soon reopen in Riverside County, but with certain restrictions if the county approves an amended order. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I would like the county to explain if we've reached the criteria that the state or even the criteria that the White House task force have laid out. In other words, you know, how do we know for sure that, one, our hospital is equipped to handle a massive surge? Two, do we have enough personnel in place to do contact tracing and quarantining? Three, do we have enough tests in place in order to quickly identify new cases? Because if the county starts to relieve the precautions for golf courses, then essentially they're declaring that we're ready in a scientific public health perspective to ease the protections and the precautions. And so those are questions I want to hear from any leader who is urging the decrease of precautions that keep our community safe, or show me the parameters that we've reached to reassure not only other doctors that are working in the front line and nurses, but our constituents. You know, we all want to get back to work. We all want to make sure that kids go back to school, and constituents are suffering right now. But I go back to the initial statements that the public health experts are saying, that the depth and the length of our economic recession, of the economic pain that we're feeling, is related directly to the spread of this virus.
Last question. Do you think there's a good possibility that Coachella and Stagecoach may not be happening in October after all?
Yeah, there is that possibility, because we know that the virus is still going to be around, not just here in the Coachella Valley, but throughout the whole country. We also know that we're going, if those concerts continue, and that we ease the traveling restrictions and stay-at-home precautions, then you will see tens of thousands of people coming to the Coachella Valley, which is already a very vulnerable area.
Congressman Ruiz, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.